Hello, welcome to this week's Holy Yoga Chair Practice. My name is Barb Tucker, a member of the Colts Reformed Church in Colts, New Jersey. And I invite you to get your favorite yoga chair, which means it has no wheels or no arms, and it's nice and sturdy. And let's get started. Today's practice actually will be seated and we will be standing. When we stand, we're going to be working more on balance than on the actual yoga poses. Okay? So, join me in your seat and come to your beautiful mountain seat. So, first is taking your back away from the back of the chair. Firmly root both feet to the floor. Take a glance down, just making sure your feet are parallel to each other. And your knees are over your ankles. And your knees are parallel to each other. During the practice, don't let them travel, but again, keeping them over your ankles and parallel to each other. Bringing your navel to your spine. Grow taller through your spine. Shoulders over your hips, ears over your shoulders. And let's close our eyes. And let's deepen our breath. Inhaling for a count of 2 or 3 or 4, and exhaling for 2 or 3 or 4. Just what feels right to you now, just changing it from your normal breath, making it a little deeper. And today maybe that's just 2 inhales, 2 counts up and 2 counts down. Maybe today you feel strong and you've got enough breath, enough energy today for 4 counts up and 4 counts down. Just start to calm yourself. As your eyes are closed and you see the darkness, just focus inward. Focusing on your source of breath here. Physical source of breath and your spiritual source of breath, the Creator who gave you breath. I invite you to root down and take the deepest breath of your day, and as you do that, coming taller in your spine, giving space to your sides, holding it at the top for a moment, and then slowly letting your exhale cascade over your lungs and over your belly. And I invite you back to your normal breath. Soften your jaw, take away the tension in your eyes, relax your fingers, and keeping your eyes closed, just take a moment to listen to today's scripture. It comes from Psalm 36, verse 9. And just, I'll repeat it twice. Listening the first time, grabbing onto a word, stitching it into your heart, the word that'll give you strength for today's practice, the source for today's practice. For with you is the fountain of life. In your light do we see light. And as I read it a second time, focus on that word, grab that word that you need today, and breathe it in. For with you is the fountain of life. In your light do we see light. I invite you to take a deep breath from the belly, rising up through the lungs, up towards your mouth and your nose, up through the crown of your head as tall as you can. And then a deep exhale out through the mouth. away from the darkness of your closed eyes, opening up your eyes to the light of your room, the light of your day. Coming back to your recentering yourself into your mountain seat. Again, taking the soles of your feet, pushing them down on the floor, pushing the floor away. Let's lift up our toes, wiggle our toes, and intentionally placing down the big toe and the pinky toe. Let's lift our heels and lift our toes and lift our heels and lift our toes and resting our feet. It's taking our left knee up and placing it down, and our right knee up and down, keeping that long spine, left and right and left and right. Just coming to a moment here again, recentering yourself, lifting up tall, bringing your navel to your spine. Let's just take that left arm just up as high as you can. If you can't get your bicep to your ear, just whatever feels good for you today. Exhale, come down. Remembering at any time your shoulder bothers you, you're just taking your hand to your shoulder and just rising that way instead. Taking your right arm up. Inhale as you go up. And exhale down. Left inhale, rise up. Exhale down. Right inhale up. Exhale down. This time when you lift your left hand, also lift your left leg, bringing both up at the same time. Exhale down. Right arm and leg up, and slowly come back down. And left one more time, leg and arm, and down. And right leg and arm, and down. Taking both arms up in front of you, bringing your palms up, and just touching your shoulders, bringing your elbows parallel, and coming out wide. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, elbows together. Exhale out. Just take a glance down at your feet and your knees, making sure they're still parallel. Root down, rise up taller, coming together and coming apart. Coming together, coming apart. And let's circle our arms here. Continuing to breathe and circle back. And coming to stillness, root down, rise up. Let's dip our right elbow, lifting our left, opening up that left side, pulling your elbows away from each other, and if you can glance at that top elbow, and glancing at your right elbow. Coming back to neutral. Inhale, rise up high. Exhale, dip the left, rise up with the right, and if you can, glancing at that right elbow, glancing at the left, glancing at the right, glancing at the left, and coming back to neutral. Bringing your arms up high, reaching for the ceiling, glancing up at your fingertips, spreading your fingertips up wide, and let's bend to the right. Coming up tall and bending to the left. Come up tall, bending to the right. Again, really reaching with that left fingertips to open up your left side. Coming up tall, over to the left. Coming up tall, pausing for a moment, reaching up. Let's twist to the right and just gently bringing our left hand over our right knee, right hand to the back of the chair, Pushing your knee against your hand against your knee. Just a gentle twist here for our first one of the day. Inhale, arms up high. Exhale, twist to the left. Placing your hands to the outside. Pressing your palm against your knee against your palm. Coming up tall, reaching up high. Inhale, exhale, forward fold for our first sun salutation. Lift halfway, bringing your belly off of your thighs. Exhale to the floor, root down, rise up high. Coming to prayer and resting at heart center. Taking your fingertips together, like claws, I guess. Really pressing your prints together, I guess. Making a C with your hand, really strengthening here. See, I'm a little shaky here because I'm so strong. And relax. And coming back again. Really pressing, and relax. And one more time, press and relax. Hands in prayer, inhale up. Exhale, palms away, chin to chest, arms to your side. Inhale, rise up. Palms together, coming to heart center. This time we're going to take both of our hands like a C. We're working on our fingers here that do too much computer and phone work. So let's make our right C smaller than our left C. And as though the left is coming over the right, you're fighting each other. So the left is pressing down and the right is pressing up. Really using your finger muscles here, making them work. Checking your knees, still being tall. Relaxing your hands. Coming down to your side. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hand palms to heart center. This time making the left C smaller, letting the right C encase it, and pressing down hard with your right. Letting your left push up, your right push down. Again, so important to work our wrists and our fingers in this culture of constantly being on devices. And shake it out. Let's bring our palms out towards me. And coming back down, palms to the floor. Bringing our hands in fist, taking our knuckles to the floor, stretching out our wrists here, and coming up and opening up our hands like a surprise. Fist, knuckles to floor, up, out like a surprise. Fist, knuckles to the floor. Really take a moment, maybe just getting a little bit more of a stretch here. Coming up, opening up your fists. And let's shake out our hands. Very good. Palms to your thighs. Inhale, rise up. Let's just do a nice little neck stretch, just taking your chin to your right shoulder and over to your left. Continuing to breathe as you travel across your heart. Coming back to center, gazing up, chin to chest. Gazing up and chin to chest. And coming to neutral. Let's take our palms towards our knees and having our cat and cow where we keep our hands glued to our legs. So inhale, gliding your hands over your thighs, back towards your hips, elbows behind you, shoulder blades together, gazing towards your ceiling. Exhale, gliding over your knees and down your shins, rounding your back, chin to chest. Really, let's open up our spine here. Inhale all the way up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Resting at your thighs. Taking a breath here. Exhale through your mouth. Hands to your side. Inhale, rise up high. Exhale, palm to heart center. Bringing your hands, interlace your hands, bringing your palms towards me, wiggling out your thumbs. And then releasing your hands so your palms are out towards the walls. And we're going to do a different type of cat and cow today. So as your hands are out like here, reaching with your fingertips towards me, rounding your back, chin to chest. Bringing your palms like a fist, palms towards each other, elbows towards your waist. Opening up your heart, gazing up. Coming forward with your palms and bringing them out to the side. Rounding your back, chin to chest. Exhale, bringing your palms towards each other into a fist. But don't make your fist hard and tight. Make it nice and loose. Elbows towards your waist. Bend in your back. Heart open to the sky. Gazing up. Let's do that 2 more times. Reaching out towards me. Bringing your palms out to the side. Rounding your back, chin to chest. Palms towards each other, making a little fist, a loose fist. Elbows open up. Kind of have a low back bend, heart open. And last time, coming out towards me, reaching out, palms out to the walls, really reaching out towards me, bending that back like a C. Exhale, palms and fist in, elbows back, coming out, and coming to neutral. Recentering yourself, rooting your feet down. Noticing if you're feeling lighter, feeling a little bit more lively here as we warm up. Let's root down, rise up high. Close your eyes and exhale. Open your eyes, hands to your side. Sun salutations. Inhale, rise up high. Exhale, forward fold, leading with your heart, gazing over your toes, belly on your thighs. Inhale, rise up slightly, having your hands on your shins, bringing your belly off your thighs. Exhale, forward fold. Root down, rise up. Big arms up, sweeping up high. Exhale, sweeping big arms down, back to the floor. Lift halfway, back to the floor. Inhale, rise up high. One more time, exhale, forward fold, leading with your heart, gazing over your toes. Lift halfway, back to the floor. Root down, rise up. Taking your right fingers around your left wrist, looks like this, I know you can't see me, but having as high as you can, root down, rise up, and having that right hand pull that left arm over a little bit more. Again, noticing your legs are parallel, but really having a beautiful opening here on your left side. And again, if you can gaze towards your bicep, always feels good. Rising up high. Lengthening, wiggling your fingers up tall. Exhale, forward fold. Lift halfway, back to the floor. Inhale, rise up high. This time having your left fingers rounding over your wrist. Root down, rise up. And as you bend to the right, having that left arm, pull your right arm over and up, creating more space. Coming up tall, reaching up high. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Back to the floor. Hands on your knees and rise up high. Making a fist with both of your hands. Placing them in between your knees. And let's just press our knees together and relax. Press our knees together. 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. Inhale, press together, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pressure your knees against your wrists, your fists. 3, 2, 1, and relax. 3, 2, 1. Hands to your side. Inhale, rise up high. Taking that, we're going to twist to the right, taking that left hand to the outside of your knee and pushing your knee against your hand against your knee. Your right hand just rests on your chair or on your hip. Inhale, rise up. And we'll be doing that on the opposite side. So again, the same tension as we had the pressing of the knees against the wrists, we have the palms against the knees now. This helps you to twist a little bit more. Coming up high. One more time to each side. Reach up tall. Exhale, twist. Inhale, high. Exhale, twist. Inhale, come up high. Exhale, forward fold. Lift halfway. Back to the floor. Inhale, rise up high. Hands to prayer. Hands to heart center. Hands to hips. Let's heel toe our feet out wide. And heel toe back in. And heel toe out. And heel toe in. Coming up on our, lifting our heels, lifting our toes, lifting our heels, and lifting our toes. Coming to neutral, root down, rise up, and let's circle around. Inhaling as you come forward. Exhale as you come back, rounding your back. Really take note of each little stop you make along the way. Continuing to breathe, don't hold your breath. And coming around the opposite direction. Reaching out towards your heart, with your heart, over your knees, rounding your back. Coming up with an inhale, back with an exhale. And coming to neutral. Bringing both legs out long, flexing your feet, having your toes towards your knees, holding onto the chair, root down, rise up. And leading with your heart, keeping your spine straight, keeping your neck straight, just gazing over your shins. However far you make it is fine. Inhale, come up slightly, not all the way. Exhale, melt back down, bringing your toes towards your knees and coming back up. Keeping your right leg extended, taking your left heel and just going up towards your knee on your shin and down towards your ankle. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. And inhale, next time you hit your knee, interlace your hands under your thigh, bringing your right sole of your foot to the floor. And let's extend that left leg. Again, bringing your toes towards your knees, your knee, and bending. We'll do that 2 more times. Reach out as though you're pushing a wall away, coming back in, pushing out, and coming back in. And let's circle around, opening up our hip here. Continuing to breathe and going the opposite way. Coming back to neutral, recentering yourself, root down with that right foot, rise up, and again, just kicking your foot out, back, interlacing your hands over that left knee, giving yourself a hug, pointing your toes, and circling your ankle. and coming down. Inhale, rise up high. Exhale, forward fold. Lift halfway, back to the floor. Inhale, rise up high. Per center, heart center, into your legs. Let's do it on the other side, this time extending your left foot, flexing your toes, taking your right heel up your shin to your knee, back down to your ankle. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, interlacing your hands underneath your right thigh, left foot to the floor. Root down, rise up, and let's kick out our right foot, heel coming towards me, toes towards your knee, and coming back. Out, and in, and one more time. Out, and in, and circle around. And go the opposite way. Coming to neutral, one more kick, and return. Interlace your hands, give your knee a hug, pointing your toe, flexing your foot, and circling around. And coming down. Hands back on your hips. Becoming tall, noticing your feet here. Let's lift up our toes, wiggle our toes, and firmly plant our big toe and our pinky toe at the back of our heel. And strengthen our heels and our feet. And rise up high. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And one more time, a deep one from the belly, rising all the way up. And exhale. We're going to come to the back of our chair for some balance moves. Now, if you can, bringing your hands out towards me, and without your hands, if you're able to, using the strength of your legs, the strength of your feet, and come up tall. So meet me behind your chair, to make sure you can see me. And first, coming to mountain, I always take the chair away during mountain. So same as standing mountain, the source of your strength is coming from your feet here, having them parallel to each other. Again, lifting up your toes, getting that big toe down, the pinky toe down, and root down, pushing the floor away, becoming taller here. And if you're able, let's close our eyes. And just notice how you feel in darkness. If you're uncomfortable, put your hands on your chair. And then open up your eyes to the light. Inhale, let's close our eyes in the darkness. Exhale, open your eyes to the light. We're going to take an inhale, keeping your eyes open. If you can, coming all the way up tall. If you're uncomfortable, just putting your hand on the chair and just rise up with one hand. Again, rising up high. Again, noticing your feet here, your strength, and you can push it away. And as you're kind of separating yourself, so your fingers are as far away from your toes as possible. Now let's take a bend to the right. And a bend to the left. And one more to the right. And one more to the left. Coming up tall. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to your side. Let's come to a down dog. You stay where you are. This is just so you can see me better. Hands on your chair. And then all you do is walk your feet away from the chair. Trying to get your back as flat as you can. Having your ears in between your biceps if it's possible. So straight arms, straight back, slight bend to your knees, and pushing your hips away from the chair. Take an inhale and just slightly rise up, not all the way. Exhale, melt back down. And then let's walk back up to the back of our chair. So get back to where you're comfortable. Having your hands on your chair. Have your feet hip distance apart. And we're just going to come up on our tiptoes here. Sure. Coming up on your tiptoes. Back to your heels. Rising up on your tiptoes. Back on your heels. Up on your tiptoes. And this time we're going to hold our tiptoes for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And come down. Let's shake out our legs. Come back to hip distance apart. Come back up on your tiptoes. Now, either stay here, or if you want a bit of a challenge, slightly bend your knees, bringing your hips back, keeping your chest open. And now at this bent position, with your heels off the floor, let's hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push up and release. Shake out those legs. Taking your feet as wide as the chair, wider if you can. We're just going to transfer our weight from our left, pushing through our leg and feeling the weight go down into our right. Transferring your weight from one side to the other, but really take notice of how you push through and up, over, and down. Just really take time to notice the movements here. One more time right, and one more time left. Bringing your feet back to hip distance, and one more time with our toes, lifting our heels. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Releasing down. Inhale and exhale. Lifting our heels. And again, if you want a challenge, you can bend your knees or just keep your legs as they were. Bending at the hips, keeping your heart open for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up tall and shake out our legs. So with balance, it's all about the transfer of power, so that when you get tripped up and you're only on one leg, that your leg has the strength to bring you back to center. So I'm going to just focus on transferring of power right now. So coming towards an angle on your right side, stepping with your inner leg, putting all your weight in your front foot, and then transferring it to your back foot. Transfer your weight to the front, transfer your weight to the back. I lift up my toes when I go back. I bend my right knee. I lift up my back heel, bending my left knee. Now at the same time, if you want to bring your right arm up, or maybe to the side, or maybe up and to the front. And we're going to do it 3 and 2 and 1. And coming back to center. And again, just transferring your weight side to side, continuing to breathe. Taking it to the opposite side. So you're going to angle yourself, having your inside foot to the front, outside foot to the back, stepping on that left foot, or right foot, I guess, right foot, and back on the left. Transferring your weight forward, having to be able to stop yourself, And if you're going backwards, being able to be strengthening these muscles so that you can stop yourself from falling over. So let's bring our arm up, our arm forward, our arm up, our arm forward, our arm up, our arm forward, and one more time up, and one more time forward. Coming back to the center of your chair, just shaking out your legs here. And then just holding onto your chair and just lifting your legs like a march. If your knees are hitting the chair, just taking it to the side. Just a march. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming back to the back of your chair. We're going to take a step with the right foot, cross over with the left, but just with your toe. Step back with your left, cross over with your right toe. Step with your right, toe cross with your left, step with your left, toe cross with your right, step with your right, toe your left, and one more time to this side. Shaking out your legs. We're going to do the same thing, we're going to use our heels though instead. So stepping with your right, cross over with your left, hitting with your heel, stepping with your left, cross over with your right, stepping with your heel. Right step, left heel tap. Left step, right heel tap. Right step, left heel tap. Left step, right heel tap. Beautiful. You guys are doing great. Okay, we'll finish with this coming to the side of your chair. We'll do one on each side, so it's almost finished. Taking a deep breath here and exhale. So we're going to just put all our weight on our inside leg and lifting our right leg up to a 90 degrees and coming down. This time bringing your right arm with you, so coming up tall, kicking your foot out like we did earlier on the chair, bringing your arm out and coming down. So bringing up, inhale up, exhale, kick out, and coming down. Inhale up, kick out, and down. This time when we inhale, let's come to tree. So you can either bring your ankle over, your heel over your ankle, or bringing the sole of your foot to your shin. Again, really noticing your inside leg here, really forcing the floor away so that you can become taller here. Taking a deep inhale and a deep exhale. And let's come down to center. Shaking out our legs as we move across to the other side. And we'll do it on this side. So standing in mountain to start. Putting all your weight on your inside leg and just lifting up that left leg in a 90 degree. Foot flexed so it's parallel to the floor and returning down. This time let's add the arm, coming all the way up. Let's kick out, hand towards me, and down. 2 more times, up, and out, and down, and up, and out, and down. One more time, up, and out, and down, and tree. So again, heel over your ankle, or to your shin. And again, taking that right leg, really pressing down, and as you push the floor away, just becoming taller in your spine, taller in your tree, just reaching out, radiating towards the light. If we were outside. Inhale, and exhale, come down. And we'll just finish with one last down dog. I always find that very relaxing. So walking backwards, lengthening through the spine and the arms, bending towards the knees, pushing your heels towards the wall and your hip towards the wall. And if you want to, just going by side to side. And walking back up. And then meeting me in your chair. And coming back to your beautiful mountain pose. So taking your back away from the back of the chair. Root down. Rise up again, bringing your navel to your spine, just coming taller. Hands to your side. Inhale, rise up high. We'll finish with a couple sun salutations. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Back to the floor. Inhale, rise up high. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Back to the floor. Inhale, rise up high. Exhale, forward fold. Lift halfway. Back to the floor. Final time, rising up as high as you can. Reaching, 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 grabbing on to the light. Coming to prayer. Resting at heart center. And coming to resting angel. Letting your feet flop where they want. Let's close our eyes. Just notice how our body's feeling. Maybe placing your hand on your heart, noticing the beats. The fountain of life that your blood runs through you. And the fountain of life, of breath that God has given you. And as you sit again in stillness, as your eyes are closed in darkness, reminding you of these words from Psalm 36, verse 9. For with you is the fountain of life. In your light do we see light. And maybe you find a different word that you need. Maybe with the movement that you had, maybe the action word of fountain of life means so much more to you. Or maybe you just need to look for the light today. But breathe in the word you need. For with you is the fountain of life. In your light do we see light. So stitch that word in, breathe that word in. Let that word give you strength as you walk out today. I'm going to ask you to wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Take a deeper breath. Come back to your beautiful mountain seat and open your eyes. Having your hands to your side, take an inhale, rise up high. Coming to prayer and coming to heart center. Thank you for joining me today. May you have a great week. Enjoy the sunshine. Get out and move. Bless you.